You're listening to the Hockey Podcast Network. New shows every day. Find us at thehockeypodcastnetwork.com or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Hey guys, welcome to the Red Wings Rant game day preview. Got my little guy in my arms again, but thankfully I'm not holding the camera this time, so nobody has to throw up. But this was recorded before the Tampa Bay game, so clearly quite a few things have happened. Of course, remind everybody, Dylan Larkin suspended for a game for the, I would say, justifiable shot. But of course, the NHL didn't see it that way, or NHL player safety, which we'll get into that later on our next full episode. But I went ahead, took a listen. There's still some good information here for you guys, and I'm going to stick with my predictions. You guys hang out and watch till the end. And of course, like I mentioned in the video, we're going to try and do a post game tonight, probably around 11 o'clock if you guys are watching this now. So tune in then. Subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and we'll be going live, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on what happens tonight between the Red Wings and the Canucks. Sans Dylan Larkin, whether or not this will be long-term, we'll probably get more information on that soon enough, but enjoy a quick description of what's going on for Vancouver and what we think is the narrative that'll give us a good shot at finding a victory here in the first week of the NHL season. Mike, we have another game coming up this weekend, so I'll be going live right after we play the Canucks. So we'll have our next episode just kind of recorded as like a post game.
I don't know about this game, Matt. I don't know if I want to be outside the diner where the girl I really wanted to date is drinking a milkshake with 2 straws with somebody else. I don't know if I can watch it.
Oh, yeah, because
of course we're talking about Pettersson. Yeah, this is going to be hard for me to stomach.
Yeah,
he's in the wrong jersey.
My favorite segment all summer, the Elias Pettersson offer sheet watch, but of course it didn't go our way. Super sad. And it probably will be a little tough to watch, but really when we think about it, it's just not how the NHL works. And, you don't offer sheet guys, Mike, or else you get in trouble later with the Carolina Hurricanes. All right. So let's pull this up. We were just talking earlier about Jay Fresh's War roster builder to kind of give you an idea of how far apart the two teams look from an analytics perspective. So it's not anything where we say that's the hard and fast only way to look at this, because clearly we're going to talk about narratives as well. But we brought up the Red Wings were a 70-point projection from Jay Fresh. Of course, no point projection for Lucas Raymond, no point projection for Moritz Seider. And of course, they'll affect the power play as well, which is also in these point totals here. That's a huge part of it. But still, even if we added a ton of, what did we say? We brought it up to 85 points instead of 70 points. Really, with Jay Fresh's projection here, we have a Vancouver Canucks team that is stronger than the Detroit Red Wings, but still outside of the playoffs, projecting them to be 18th. So a little bit closer in regards to competition, I would say. I think there's probably, an argument too that there's a plus or minus 5 points going either way. I always say that when I'm looking up Jay Fresh's War roster builder. So if we get to play that game, Mike, of maybe we're at 85 points, I'm going to add another 5 points because that's my game with Jay Fresh. And then we'll take away 5 points from Vancouver. And there we did it. 84 points for Vancouver, 90 points for Detroit. All right, I'm just being an asshole now. But long story short here, This should be something that is an opportunity for us to at least go in. It's not anything, it's the NHL. There's a rubber puck bouncing on the ice. But as fans, as guys who sit here and pretend we're analysts for the sport and for the Detroit Red Wings, we can go into this game a little bit more confident, is basically the point I'm coming to, than we should be going into that Tampa Bay game. And there's more than one reason. There's some narratives wrapped into it, but holy shit, does Vancouver's defense just not impress me in any way. Quinn Hughes, of course, for me is the star on this defense. Now he's finally challenging the Ekman Larson contract and getting paid more. But Quinn struggled from an analytics perspective. It was something with zone exits was an issue. And for all intents and purposes, I mean, it was a struggle top to bottom from an analytics perspective for Quinn. And he ended up being in the bottom half in the league when you look at those player cards, either from JFresh or Evolving Hockey. But of course, again, that's just you looking at it from an analytics perspective. I would still trust Quinn Hughes. I almost said with my life, but not with my life, but I trust him with my second pairing on my defense. But I mean, the weakness is this first pairing for Vancouver. And, there's some definite weaknesses in the bottom six that the Red Wings could take advantage of as we take a look at this roster here. But, Mike, I think the main thing here for me, and I'll go back to Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson, they have 2 preseason games under their belt because they waited so long to sign their damn contracts. But on top of that, Vancouver, this will be their 3rd game in 4 nights when they play Detroit. So I think a good opportunity here for the Red Wings to take advantage of hopefully a tired Vancouver team and one with an Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes, who I would say are the 2 most dangerous guys on that team. They're not ready to go. So they're playing a lot of hockey in a short amount of time. We saw what that did to the Red Wings in the preseason, playing 8 games in 11 days, of course, spread out between 2 different teams. But, at the tail end of that, saw a lot of Lucas Raymond, and he looked tired by that last preseason game. So that's something you can't ignore. So we're going to talk about the fact that this is a game the Red Wings could definitely look pretty goddamn good if things turn out the right way.
Yeah.
But the narrative behind this is an opportunity to also get on top of a tired Vancouver Canucks team. Mike, I think how we want to wrap these up, not necessarily from a betting perspective, but just a win-loss perspective. I think this is another one with some goals going in. I'm going 4-3 Detroit on this one.
Give me 3-2. I like the goal differential. I just think a few fewer goals are going in.